name is Shania Webley Roberts, and today we will explore a dataset that focuses on different protein sources and their associated costs. Now, personally, as someone who is trying to develop a healthy lifestyle but exercising more, having a healthy diet with protein is extremely important. So, for anyone watching who wants to incorporate more protein in their diet, but you're worried about the potential costs, the graph that we will be making today, which you can see here, will help you get a better understanding of the different types of protein and their associated costs. So first, let's take a look at our data set. So I got the data set from the Data World website from Makeover Monday, and you can see it, I downloaded it from here, so I have it here on Excel, and we can see that the file is providing us with information on the cost per grams of protein, cost per package, the total protein, and also whether or not each protein source is vegetarian or vegan. So now let's load this file into Tableau. So to do that, just click Connect to Data, Microsoft Excel, and then click on the file and open. So now our data is officially imported, and we're going to, sorry, my taskbar is really annoying. We're going to click on sheet 1, and then first we want to drag protein source to the rows and our cost per 20 grams of protein to the columns. This initial graph just displays the protein cost for each protein type. So next, we want to provide a better understanding of the cost distribution among the different protein types, so meat, vegetarian, and vegan. So to do this, we can just right-click anywhere in the data pane over here. Just right-click and click on Create Calculated Field. And then we're going to call it, protein types. There we go. So in order to classify the proteins into groups, we have to write an if statement based on the vegetarian and vegan fields. And just a reminder, the vegetarian and vegan fields are true or false. They're Boolean values. So using an if statement would be the easiest way to go about grouping the proteins. So we'll write if vegetarian is equal to true and vegan is equal to true, then we can classify it as vegan. Else, if vegetarian is equal to true and vegan is false, then we can classify it as vegetarian. Else, meaning if vegetarian and both vegan is false, then we can just classify it as a meat. And then we can end our statement there and then click OK. So now we have our new calculated field on the left side here. So we're going to just drag it to the rows shelf before the protein source, and there we go. Now it's grouped. We want to sort the protein types from highest to lowest cost per grams of protein. So to do that is very simple. Right here next to where you see the x-axis title here, just click on this button and it will sort the data into descending form. So next, what we want to do is change the colors, because right now all the different protein types, they're all one color, so you can't really differentiate it by the eye very well. So what we can do is just grab protein types and put it on the color mark, and now we have our colors there. And if you want, you can edit the colors by clicking this drop down here in the field over there. Click Edit Colors, and then you can change it around like by this, and you can assign a palette, even customize it if you want. We're just going to use these colors here. I'm going to change meat to red, vegan to green, and vegetarian to blue, because why not? So there we go. Now the colors are changed. Next, I'm going to rotate this just so it looks neater, and we can also format this by changing the color of the font and the background. So we could do that by this drop down where it says font. We can make it bigger if we want. So let's say I want it to be 12. We can bold it, make it black. And for the background color, in order to change the background color, go to shading, click the drop down, and you could customize the colors here. I'm just going to choose a light gray just to keep it simple. We can get rid of this. We could hide the labels for the rows. We don't really need it for the top and bottom. We could change the background for this as well by doing the same place, shading. Let's just use this color here and change the font to white. Let's bold it. There we go. Next, we want to show the cost for each of these proteins at the end of the bar here, just so you can easily see what the numbers are. So to do that, let's X that out, and we're going to drag cost per 20 grams to the label mark. And there it appears, but since it's in US dollars, we wanted to show it in currency form. So what we could do is right click on format, and then click on the drop down for numbers and select currency standard. So now we have the $ in front, which is what we want. Additionally, we can add a dotted line to represent the average cost of protein for each protein type. And in order to do this, you can just right click down here, add a reference line, make sure average is highlighted here. For line, just make it dotted or whatever you want. We're going to just keep it as dotted and then click on OK. If you want to get rid of the word average here from appearing, I found the easiest way to do that was just to go to font and just bring it down to 0 just so it's not there. And there we go. To change the title sheet name, we're just going to call it cost per 20 grams of protein. There you go, and it'll appear at the top there. So here you can see I have vegetarian at the bottom and vegan in the center here. Just for visual purposes, I want to move vegan to the bottom since it has the lowest average and the lowest values. The easiest way to do this is to go to protein types, click you can either right click or click on the arrow, click sort, and then click where it says sort by, click the drop down and click manual. And here you can easily just move the protein types around. So we're going to move vegetarian up by 1, and there we go. It's all set. And there you have it. There's our completed graph that shows the cost per 20 grams of protein for each of our protein sources here, and grouped by meat, vegetarian, and vegan. I hope this was able to help you not only give you some insight on how you can incorporate more protein into your diet for a healthy lifestyle, but also I hope you learned a little something about Tableau, especially for creating a calculated field and using an if statement in order to group your data. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll tune into the next video. Bye.